Welcome back to the Average Dad 2 channel with your boy Anakin. Have you ever wondered how to get Gemini built into the button on a phone that technically doesn't support it? Well, I've been searching forever and have finally found the answer. Now, yes, this is a Chinese ROM device with Gemini built in to the button. And as you can see, it's listening. It's fully blown Gemini straight up. Now, how do you do this? Go on the Google Play Store or go on the Aurora Store and search Keymapper or Keymapper. Once you're in it, press the plus sign. Make sure you allow everything the app wants you to allow while you're in it. It's going to ask you and prompt you. But also go to Launch Manager and search Key. You'll find Keymapper right here, and turn this toggle off and have everything running in the background. So yes, once you're in the app, press that plus sign and record a trigger. So when you do this, you need to do the action. You need to perform the action that you want to have trigger Gemini. So what I wanted, since you can't have the power button being held down, not on this phone, I am having it, the volume down, being held down when there's no music playing, okay? So just hold it, and you'll have your little short press, long press, or double press. So have it as a long press. These are like my recents, but go to Add Action and scroll down to Launch App. So find Gemini, and boom. Once you have your trigger and your action set, just press Done. And at this point, if you perform that trigger, which for me is hold the volume down button, it's going to open Gemini, but it's only going to open Gemini. And what I mean by that is it's not going to automatically start listening to you, which I would prefer. So what you need to do is perform a sequence of actions other than just opening Gemini. Now, I like to add a little vibration whenever the trigger is performed, just to give you that reassurance that something's actually happening. So let's go into actions, and we're going to add another action. So not only are we going to open Gemini, but we're going to scroll all the way down and find keyboard. And we want to hide keyboard. So what that'll do is when you perform your trigger at this point, it'll open Gemini, but it'll hide that keyboard. Now, we need that keyboard hidden because if we were to have it select the microphone as a second option after opening Gemini, it'll hit the microphone, but that keyboard coming up is going to cancel that microphone from listening. I don't know why, but it just does. So we need to hide that, then hit microphone, and then allow keyboard to be shown after. It's not going to show the keyboard after, so if you have like a long question, it's not just gonna, cancel everything you're doing. But we need to first hide keyboard and then open Gemini. These happen instantly, so it's not like you're waiting for this to happen and then it's gonna open. You can actually set a delay between the next action, and that's something we need to do on Open Gemini. Something with the system tells it that there's still the keyboard trying to open, so you need to give a 1300 millisecond delay exactly. Press done. What that's going to do is have the next action delayed 1300 milliseconds before it actually happens. So now this is the fun part. I had to search pretty hard here, but it's right in front of your face, right here under apps, interact with app element. Now what we want to do is interact with the app element no matter where the element is. So if you do have a foldable phone and that microphone button is, let's say, placed here, but whenever you close it, it's a little higher, you don't want to have that next action just be tap screen in that location. You want it to find the microphone itself. That's why we want to interact with an app element. So you have to record. It's not going to say record again, but for you, it's going to say record. Go ahead and get out of the app. It's going to record everything you're doing, which actually is a lot of things. But you want to hit that microphone, okay? Now, once you've done that, just go right back into the app and stop recording. So it has 58 elements that have been recorded. So you can go into Google and you'll see microphone right there. That's the button we pressed. Hit that, keep everything how it is, make sure that says tap, and press done. So now what's happening is we're hiding the keyboard, opening the Gemini app, waiting 1300 milliseconds, and then tapping the microphone. Now it's not very noticeable of a delay. This is a great, fast way to do this, really. Now here's a very crucial step. Go here and put another delay of 1300 milliseconds. You have to do that because something still within the app is telling it to try to throw that keyboard back up, and it can just mess with the microphone being tapped in general. Put your 1300 millisecond delay, add your action, go all the way back down to the keyboard, and you want to enable this keyboard, because if you don't have it enable the keyboard, the show keyboard action, it's never gonna show. I went through the pain for you. If you don't add this and you keep that how that is, once you perform that action, you can't text anyone. You can't do anything. So you need to allow it to eventually be shown right after. And it's a 1300 millisecond delay, just in case of any emergencies. Maybe you gotta get out of the app and go text someone. It's gonna show up literally 1300 milliseconds after the microphone button has been tapped. So you're good on that. Now you might not want this trigger to have this happen at all times. So when music's playing, go to constraints and go to add a constraint. Now you don't want this to happen when music is playing or media in general. If you want to change your volume, it would just jump straight into Gemini, and that might be an issue for some of you. So go to no media is playing. So this will only work if no media is playing. Now press done. What's gonna happen is my trigger is hold volume down. Hold it. It's gonna open it and instantly hit that microphone. You're gonna have no issues and your keyboard shows up. Now, it even works from the lock screen, but you have to unlock your device after you do your trigger. So hold volume down. I just felt that vibration, and I'm going to unlock it. It's going to instantly go into Gemini, but as you see, it didn't tap that microphone because of that little delay we have isn't long enough. So you need to be quick with it. So look, I'll hit that. I feel the vibration, and look, it hits that microphone and starts listening. And yeah, you just need to be quick with it if you want to do it from the lock screen. But anywhere else in the phone, any app, anything, just hold that down and it's going to start listening to you. It's fully blown Gemini baked into that button. I also use this app to double press the volume down button and have that flashlight shown. Honor has that built in. You don't have to do that with Honor, but with Huawei, there is no option for it to be the flashlight. You can have it like launch the camera. But yeah, I did that. Really glad to see that. Another really important thing is you can hold down on this trigger that performs all of these actions, just like this, and you can export this into like a file, and you can open that file up on a new phone if you ever get a new phone, so you don't have to do all of these steps again. Or you can just come back and watch my video, that's fine with me. But what I'm saying is this makes CN-ROM phones so much better, and so much better than global ROM phones. They're cheaper. They can do that. And sometimes there are limitations that global ROM phones just don't have, like the Honor Magic V5 with its huge battery, but the Global has a slightly smaller battery. So if you want any of these cool phones, man, go to the Average Dad Tech store. There's so many good deals, so many good phones to find there. And you can get a CN-ROM device by paying that cheaper price than the Global, and you'll have Gemini baked into that button. The store's link is in the description. So is my personal channel if you want to go see that. This is the Average Dad 2 channel. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you hit the like. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.